High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Pottle Sports Complex here in Herman, the site of tonight's matchup on Ticket TV, the John Babs Crusaders against the Herman Hawks. Welcome into the Darlings pregame show. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models of all used makes. Visit darlings.com. I'm Mark Paulette, joined here in the broadcast booth on Ticket TV by Ernie Clark. It is the Quirk Auto Group broadcast booth as you take a look at the Crusaders and the Hawks out there getting ready for, well, Ernie, a battle of the undefeateds tonight at Pottle Field.
As it turns out, that's exactly what we have. We have John Babs at 2-0. with victories over Ellsworth and Oceanside. Have yet to allow a goal this year in those two matches. And the Herman Hawks are 0-0-2 with two ties. Season opening tie, scoreless tie against Ellsworth back on the 5th of September. And then in a game you saw on Ticket TV last week, the Hawks tied the Caribou Vikings 2-2. So neither team with a loss. Well, both of them have picked up heel points. Babs, as you see, number 1 in Class B North, and then Herman at number 9 in Class B North as well. But what you notice, too, is 12 teams will qualify for postseason play, 2/3 of the 18. So down through Madomic Valley are teams that if the tournament was held today, which of course it isn't, they would qualify for postseason play.
That look at the Class B North standings presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Ticket TV is also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. And here on Ticket TV, presented in part by your local family-owned McDonald's. Extra value meals are back. McDonald's is making making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer to find offers you won't want to miss. We'll take our first time out here in the Darlings pregame show. When we come back, a look at the rosters and talking through some recent history, recent success on the pitch for these John Bapps Crusaders. They're at the top of the standings, near the top through 2 games. That's been right where they have called home the last couple of years. We'll dive into all that and more coming up on the pregame show right after this on Ticket TV.
Darlings Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darlings Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darlings Kia.
You'll do better at Darlings.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
We welcome you back to Herman Sports Complex here, Pottle Field at Herman High School. The Hawks and the John Bapps Crusaders getting ready for some Class B North Boys Soccer. We're about 5 minutes away from the kick here on Ticket TV, where our coverage is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. We're also presented by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models, or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com today. All right, Ernie, let's take a look at the rosters that the Hawks and Crusaders are bringing into tonight's contest. We begin with the visitors from John Bapps, and it has been a winning formula on the pitch in recent seasons for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it certainly has. I was driving down here today and was kind of in my mind making the comparison between the John Bapps boys and the Herman girls. Actually, Herman girls have won 4 Northern Maine championships in the last 5 years. John Bapps has won the last 3 Northern Maine Class B champions on the boys' side, and are 59-9-2 since coming out of COVID. So it's been pretty impressive. Lost to Greeley in the state championship last year after losing to Yarmouth in 2022 and 2023. 16-2 on the season a year ago. As you look at the John Babs house, 11 seniors graduated off that state championship John Babs team last year, and they also had a couple of other guys that didn't come back. They have international students that sometimes finish up their high school careers at the school they come to in these parts, and sometimes they don't. But anyway, so it's quite a different team. Just 3 seniors on this year's roster, just 2 of whom who start. So veteran coach and Jason Pangburn, but going to be a little new look to the team out on the field, although it hasn't impacted the quality of play, beating Ellsworth 1-0 and Oceanside 4-0, so yet to allow a goal this season.
Those looks at the roster brought to you by UMaine Online. 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply now, umaine.edu/online. Let's take a look at the Herman Hawks.
Yeah, a little bit more of a veteran team. 8 seniors, 3 juniors, 4 sophomores on the initial varsity roster. They've added a couple of other players, a couple of juniors and a sophomore to those numbers. 4 senior starters, led by Carter Wiggin and Connor Kelly up front. Wiggin, a second-team Penobscot Valley Conference All-Star a year ago, and Kelly with goal and an assist in the Hawks' most recent 2-2 tie with Caribou back on the 10.
And just a couple handfuls of players there on the screen. Herman, though, bringing in some swing players up from the JV, as they did last weekend on Ticket TV.
Yeah, bring up 3 more players, and looks like they've got in the mid-20s in terms of players up between the varsity and junior varsity roster.
Ticket TV is presented in part by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. We're also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Don't go anywhere. We're about 2 minutes away from the kick here in Herman. The Hawks and the Crusaders about to be introduced to the crowd, and we'll come back to get this one underway up next on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
And with that, we're ready for some soccer tonight in Herman. Introductions and the anthem behind us. Time now for the Crusaders and the Hawks to kick off this Class B North boys soccer game. You see the records. Both teams yet to lose through 2 games here in the fall of 2025. The Crusaders, 2 wins in a row. For the Hawks, 2 draws to open the season. Mark Paulette and Ernie Clark on the call of this one. Let's get you some keys to the contest presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Ernie, what do you say for this evening?
Well, you look at Herman, and I think we said this before the Caribou game as well. We need to find ways to score. And they did. They scored a couple against Caribou to earn the tie. Actually led 2-1 in that game. I think the same is true tonight. I mean, John Babs has yet to allow a goal in what?
80 minutes?
80, 160, and 2 10-minute overtimes, 2 5s times. So 180 minutes.
Have they played OT yet?
Yeah. Well, they've got 2 wins. You're right. It's 160. I'm thinking of Herman in the ties. But it's, 2 no goals in 160 minutes. So that's got to say something. Both teams stingy against Ellsworth. So there's the belief that these are both very good defensive teams. It's just who is going to be able to punch through against the other team.
Crusaders send it deep right off the start, punting it down, and the Hawks able to kick it back towards the midfield, but that's right where John Babs jumps on the ball and tries to begin this move, playing it down the sideline. That will go all the way out, and the Hawks roll it off to Garner in goal for a goal kick.
Yeah, just 2 senior starters for John Babs and 3 for Herman. For John Babs, Luke Monnier, number 2, is a senior. And the other senior is not easily found. Cooper Lewis, number 11.
Crusaders with the ball here around the 40-yard line on the Gridiron, Pottle Sports Complex that seems to get a field or a venue added to it each season that we come up here.
Herman 3 seniors are Carter Wiggin, Connor Kelly, and Thomas Meserve.
Got a free kick from deep in the Herman defensive zone here.
They are kind of running out of different sports to accommodate on the outside, maybe pickleball or something. But they have tennis courts here, too.
I was going to say, they probably get the lines down on the court. There's a takeaway by Babs as Rentosa jumps onto the ball, but loses it out to a Herman defender. Monnier off to Rentosa, who sends it down deep. Herman deals with it. Played up ahead to Meserve in the midfield. He has it taken away. Rentosa, a touch. Off and running goes Hansen, trying to find an angle around the Herman defense. He gets around a couple defenders, skipping his way in and scoring underneath Garnier. Have another look at this opening goal.
Yes.
Casper Hansen. My goodness.
Impressive dribbling along the baseline. Watch him get the ball in the corner. Beats one defender. Watch this. Fakes like he's going one way and goes the other way. And then sharp angled shot past Reed Garner and into the goal. Took less than 2 minutes for the Crusaders to get on the board. That's just an outstanding individual effort there by Hansen.
Casper Hansen, a minute 52 into this one, has the Crusaders on the board. They lead at 1-0. That ball out of play in front of the John Babs bench. It'll be Herman possession as they go to throw it in along the far sideline. Ticket TV coverage presented by the Furniture Gallery, a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Wyndham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home, from great brands like Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery. Our coverage also presented by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Crusaders trying to advance the ball down into their attacking end again. Here's Rentosa in the midfield. Trying to find the goal scorer Hansen there, but out of his reach. Herman moving the ball on this side of midfield for the first time tonight. The one-man run there by Connor Kelly. Crusaders trying to play keep away, but Hart jumps into the picture. Plays a factor there for a moment before the ball goes out of play, although last touched by John Babs, so Hart will have the throw. And he'll loft it back in play. Kelly doing some hard work there just to keep the move alive. Here's Meserve in the midfield trying to nudge it along, and that one will roll all the way back to Phillips in goal.
Yeah, good idea there by Herman and Meserve to center that ball to change the field and see if they can catch somebody charging forward to get on that shot, but John Babs had that covered defensively.
Herman trying to deal with this one at the back, swept over to Hart. Touch there from Patrick Carlisle sends the ball out of play. 4 minutes into the contest as number 4 for the Hawks, Lane York, over there for the throw.
I was thinking about that goal that was scored by Hansen there, and he had just enough room to maneuver along the baseline with the dribble. Because if you're Herman, you want to try to stop him, stop that penetration, but you can't devote too many defensive resources to it. Otherwise, there's going to be plenty of guys in the middle for him to pass to. That's how it made him make the play.
Here he is again. Hansen trying to get on the end of this ball down the sideline. It takes a deflection. Who's it last off of?
I think he earned a corner kick. I think he bounced it off a Herman defender, and indeed he did.
Yep, that's the call. So it'll be a Baps corner here. About 5 minutes into the contest, and running over to take the delivery appears to be Ewan Tunney, number 33. Over there under the scoreboard, he has the whistle. Baps will take it short. Rentosa returns it. Here with Lewis. Lewis trying to get around the defender and has it taken away by Herman. Only cleared out to about the 35-yard line. Poked forward, and this one will make its way back to Garner. Garner scoops it off the turf and will punt it into the sky. Only 2 blue shirts behind where that ball landed. Hawks well aware of just how dangerous the Crusaders can be in their attacking end, keeping most of the team behind midfield.
Yeah, starting out defensively minded, much like they did against Caribou the other day back on the 10th. Caribou did jump out to a 1-0 lead in that game, but pretty good job defensively to hold the Vikings down by the Hawks.
Meserve sending it all the way up the pitch. It's a foot race to it, won by the Hawks. Kelly in the area. Can he get a shot away? Left-footed attempt. Couldn't get too much pace behind it in the end after a great effort to get down there. And Phillips scoops it off the turf with Carter Wiggin looking down at his feet, wondering why a ball wasn't played over.
Well, there was opportunity there for sure. Might have been a give-and-go situation that would have emerged had that pass been made, but
Herman trying to play that out for a throw, unable to, so it'll be another Baps corner here. Crusaders sending some white shirts down into the area as you take another look at that last attack from Herman.
Yeah, it did have a lane to the goal, split the defenders there.
Once again played short, Crusaders in, and that ball winds up in the back of the net. Got to get another look at this to see who played in the deflection. Hansen slapping hands with teammates. Here's another look at it. A redirection on the far side, and that is that Patrick Carlisle, number 5?
It might have been 6.
We got
one on the, yeah, it is 6. I'm pretty sure it is 6.
Casper Hansen, we're being told by Max Pottle, director down in the truck, he was the one that knocked it in.
And that was Cooper Lewis that sent the ball across from deep on the right side. And
yeah, Lewis with the delivery off the corner.
Got it to the far post where Hansen had to battle the defender. And suddenly it's 2-0 John Baps.
So 2 goals in about 5 minutes time from Casper Hansen doubles the Crusader lead. Casper Hansen at 38:08 remaining, 1:52 into the contest. Didn't write down the exact time that goal was scored, but it couldn't have been too far outside of 5 minutes later.
You're talking the second one?
Yeah.
33-20 left in the first half.
There we go.
So that is what, 6:40 into the match?
Quick start here for Casper Hansen and the Crusaders. Meserve tries to send one deep, and the Hawks looking for an answer. Running down towards the corner goes Kelly. He loses it beyond the boundary, and that'll be a goal kick back with Phillips.
A goal, much like a corner kick situation, I mean, from where the ball was sent. Good job by Lewis of sending it over the defense, but getting it to come down just at the far post.
Yeah, we've seen the Crusaders take those corners short, and that one worked out just like they drew it up. Here's Baps trying to play it through their back line. Monier with a touch over to DeRozier. Working it up the far sideline and trying to send Hansen after it, but it rolls out of play in front of the Crusader bench. Whistle on the field and offsides, the call there. Crusaders in no rush to take the restart here.
We've been here, 3 times now already this fall. It's just interesting, not interesting, to see how much more quickly the shadows engulf the field than they did a week ago and a week before that.
Not quite creeping anymore.
No.
Jogging his way up the sideline comes Pepin.
It's good for the goalie on the end to our left, though, and Herman in this case, because they were looking right into the sun as the match started.
Crusaders trying to swarm the ball and keep it down at this end. Good work there from Philbrick to bring it out of the area. Kelly continuing a long run up the far sideline and eventually loses the ball out into his bench.
See a lot of attention being paid, though, defensively by John Babs to both Wigan and Kelly as they get into the offensive zone. It was just offensive zone. It was just 2 of them, and it was 2 John Babs defenders on each of them.
A throw awarded to the Hawks. Taken quickly up the sideline in the direction of Meserve and out off of the Crusaders. So another throw coming for Herman. Thrown over the top. A touch by Scripture. A takeaway by the Crusaders. This is Andrew Meserve with it. Looking for a teammate to throw it back into. He fires it across midfield. And a whistle off the throw. Sends it in the other direction. We're going to send you off to a picture-in-picture break here. Keeping an eye on the action at Pottle Field. Back with the commentary in just a few moments on Ticket TV.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Condescade Road in Levant.
When I had first left for college, I was super excited to start pursuing my dreams, and I had met so many amazing people my freshman year. Yeah, some days were really hard, balancing work life and classes, but most of them, they were the best of my life, because I had something not everyone gets. A dad inspiring me every step of the way, and I'm so happy to graduate beside you.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Back here in Herman, still 2-0 our score, and a free kick coming up for the Crusaders from a rather dangerous position. The ball spotted on the 30-yard line of the football field as you take a look at the replay of the challenge. That one all the way in to Gardner at the back left post there as he has to sprawl across the turf to collect it. Take another look.
Yeah, that's a pretty dangerous shot by Tozu, who got it to bounce just before it got to the goalie and to create a more challenging situation.
Here come the Crusaders again. Down at the back, trying to watch that ball out is Carlisle. Herman trying to keep it down there, unable to. And
corner kick.
It's taken very quickly by the Crusaders. Carlisle, a little bit of a back heel effort to a teammate. Rentosa going for the volley. Still in the box. Another shot comes through. Kick save. It wouldn't have counted even if it was blasted in, but doesn't take away from a nice effort here by Garner at the end of it.
A lot of pressure here after the ball. The quick corner is sent into the beyond the far post, and John Babs has numbers.
Just swinging away at it.
Ewan Tunney with a shot there off a defender, but whistle blows.
Kelly for the Hawks. Just trying to get some field positioning out of this one. See if they can tilt this pitch from right to left. Battle for possession along the far sideline. Scripture over in front of his own bench. Loses out. The Crusaders now coming in the other direction. In front of the away fans, played back inside. Philbrick with an interception. Not played out. Kept in by the Crusaders. Slamming on the brakes is DeRozier. Now a run up from the back. Trying to pick out a lead pass for a teammate, and the flag is up. Good idea, but John Babst just getting going a little too early that time.
I think that was Casper Hansen sprinting down the left wing, but got just ahead of the play. Pass was a attempted lead pass by Tunney to find him to his left, but didn't work that time. Wasn't far off, though.
15 minutes gone in Herman with the Crusaders on top of the Hawks 2-0. Coverage on Ticket TV presented by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Tonight's coverage also brought to you by Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Maine Trailer has you covered. Maine Trailer in Hamden and Auburn. And the new DQ Fall menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat. Or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn's over. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and in Bangor. Good chance for the Crusaders, getting through 2-3 defenders before a fourth eventually pushes the ball out of play.
Hey, just kicked the ball ahead of him and chased it down and finally cleared. I think it was Lane York, number 4, to clear it out, but it's going to be the third corner of the opening half for John Babs.
Lane York, that's a name that picked up a lot of the defensive duties when we were here last week for a Hawks 2-2 draw with the Vikings.
Throw-in, not a corner kick, but from deep on the right wing.
Long throw controlled here by John Babs. Played out wide, looking for that cross in. Here comes the delivery, and Garner right there to catch it out of the air. Garner boots it down to midfield. Stopped nicely out of the air by Wigan, but a couple of white shirts right on his back. Here comes Philbrick with the long run up from the midfield. Trying to get the angle, and as it poked free, and out for a corner. So a nice run by Philbrick, and he is rewarded, as are the Hawks, with a chance for a set piece down at their attacking end.
That's what you got to do if you're Herman, though. You get the ball with any sort of advantage into the offensive end. You got to attack and try to change the field, try to beat the defense down the field. Pretty much a stalemate there, but it earns Herman a corner kick.
Wigan in the corner, right-footed delivery comes in, and Phillips, the only one there to collect.
Phillips, the backup a year ago, stepping into the starting role as a junior.
Phillips threw that soccer ball like a football down to the 40-yard line. On a line, there's a big collision in the midfield. Both players springing right up as the ball trickles out of play and back with the Crusaders.
It's always a good sign when they spring right back up, as opposed to the
trying to sell
World Cup, the global way to do it, which is stop the game for 3-4 minutes all the time.
Herman trying to work their way into this one here. First half just about halfway through.
This was about the point during the Caribou game where they started to equalize the play.
Yeah, find their footing a little bit. Here come the Crusaders trying to attack over the top. It's played down. Run continued. Rentosa with it at his feet. Angle pass attempted there by Lewis, picked out briefly. Back with the Crusaders. Left-footed shot into the box, blocked down. Right-footed attempt, hits some bodies and makes its way out of play. And looks like we got another Crusader corner coming up.
Again, quick pressure on the counterattack there. This time it was John Babs with a counterattack. Couldn't get a shot on goal, though, as the Herman defense was back.
There's Lewis over there in the corner. He assisted on the last goal scored by Hansen. Right-footed delivery comes swinging in, met by a Hawk, and line it back up, do it again. Uno Pizzeria and Grill at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor for great food, great drinks, and great vibes. Plus takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Take two from Lewis. A little deeper this time to the back post and over everybody's head and out of play for a goal kick. This holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals bring the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemain.com. Also brought to you on Ticket TV in part by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their homes. Flexible schedules. Office now located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook.
Handball on John Babs as they attempted to gain control of that goal kick.
Sends a migration of white shirts down the other way briefly. Here they come as John Babs works it across midfield. Booted deep there by Herman, which will send a chaser in the opposite direction. Herman nearly with an interception there on the sideline. Now played into the midfield where no one's home, but Philbrick, instead of bringing possession under his control, just punts it off the foot of a Crusader. Jack Backman with a giveaway. Knocked ahead. Phillips at a goal. And he'll send this one 2/3 of the length of the pitch. Jumping onto the ball there is Paul Newble, number 57, and some space. New players on the pitch for both teams. Meserve trying to start a movement from the midfield. Phillips collected it, and we got a whistle here at the back. What happened here? Take another look. Phillips, did he pick up this ball with his hand off the foot of a teammate? Is that not a penalty in the world of soccer?
Well, let's see what they rule here.
Possibly a free kick with the way the wall's lining up.
Yeah,
but
free kick inside the goal area at about the...
Free kick coming from inside the 18-yard box.
About 15 yards away as it's at about the 5 on the football field. So best chance yet for Herman.
Yeah, spotted just inside the 5. So with the angle, the wall is backed up into the end zone on the football field here.
Looks like it's going to be Thomas Meserve.
Best opportunity so far for the Hawks. A run over there, played across, and the Crusaders were wise to it. The Hawks went for a set play rather than just blasting one on net. Philbrick tried to play in across, and it was intercepted by the Crusaders. Hart has it taken away, and now John Babs will clear it up the pitch. So an opportunity for Herman, but swiftly dealt with by John Babs.
It was Jack Backman with the steal. Nice tackle steal for John Babs.
Philbrick trying to play it deep. Kelly giving chase a bump as shoulders came together, but I believe offsides was the call there. Take another look, and Kelly beyond the defender.
Yeah, try to time that as best you can, not to get there quite as quickly, but that time got caught as Phillips comes up to make the play.
Knocked deep by the Crusaders and chased down by Herman. Garner will scoop it off the turf. Get you a look at the school profiles for these two schools in just a moment. First, I'll tell you about Angela's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, come to Angela's Pizza in Bangor and Hamden. Also brought to you by Black Fly Coffee, where you can start your day off right. A local coffee shop with drive-thru and mobile ordering, serving the best in Bangor, the best in the area in coffee, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and much more. 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. throw here for the Crusaders. Long throw into the box. Rentosa with a touch to it. Herman pokes it free. Now back with DeRozier. Cross in, but collected there by Garner.
New Bell with the shot there. Tried to turn and shoot it quickly from the right wing. Couldn't get enough on it.
Crusaders trying to work it forward again, but the ball ends up out of play. Here's Rentosa off the throw. Knocked up ahead to the edge of the area. Settle there, right-footed shot, and Garner with a diving save. Collects it off the short rebound.
Cooper Lewis here, watch this. Just to his right to get past the defender, get a lane to the net. Testing shot, but Garner goes down and gets it. Blocks it to the side so it wouldn't go in, then grabbed it. 5th save for Garner here in the first half.
Hawks trying to spring Kelly up the sideline, but the ball rolls out of play in front of him. While we have a moment, let's take a look at those school profiles, starting off with the visitors from Broadway in Bangor.
John Baptist High School enrollment 516. Dan O'Connell, the athletic director. Jason O'Reilly, the principal for the Crusaders. And did you know President Chester A. Arthur paid Bangor a surprise visit on September 13th, 1882. President Arthur, who had been visiting Bar Harbor, decided to travel back to New York by train instead of by water because of bad weather.
By land instead of by sea.
Indeed.
I'm sure he had a lantern lit, just like the Crusaders.
Plenty of guards to hold the lanterns, too.
Show you Herman here in just a moment as that ball's played out, but still in a dangerous area as Cooper Lewis goes to take the throw.
Herman High School, 567 in the enrollment. Rick Sinclair, the athletic administrator, and Brian Walsh, the principal for the Hawks. Did you know Levant, which sends its kids to Herman High School, was once home to the world's largest hay press during the early 1900s, attracting farmers from across New England. Levant is one of the towns Herman High School serves. Just drove through there. Didn't see this particular hay processor.
Not immortalized forever in the fields of Levant, you're telling me?
No. There's some fields that have been hayed recently, though. People trying to get as much as they can out of a crop that's been stymied a bit by the lack of rain over the last few weeks.
Free kick at the back here for Herman. Played up beyond the 20 and down by Philbrick. Trying to work his way through some traffic and continue to run up the sideline was Hart. A whistle came in. And did that ball make it across the boundary down below us? Yes, it did. Thrown back in by the Crusaders. The Coach House Restaurant and Brewers, your stop for home-style cooking and homemade desserts with an experienced, friendly staff. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com.
Ooh.
Here's a good opportunity for the Crusaders. Lewis in deep. Actually, that is not Lewis. Now played back. Right-footed shot, takes a couple of deflections, doesn't get through. Here's Lewis with it on his right foot, looking for the entry, switches back onto the left. Lewis just lost it with that touch, but it was played out by Herman.
Pretty good defense by the Hawks there as John Baptist entered the offensive end with a bit of an advantage, but Herman was able to get over there quickly.
Wholesale changes here for the Crusaders. 4 substitutions coming onto the pitch with just under 12 and a half minutes remaining in the opening 40. This will be a long throw down in the corner. Lewis tosses it in. He's got it back. Played off a Hawk. Newble into the box. Cross through, intercepted there by Herman, and cleared upfield. Crusaders played back through the back line before restarting up into the midfield. A crunching challenge from Meserve. No whistle, and now he gets spilled. Goal kick for Herman at the back. We got another picture-in-picture coming your way in just a few minutes here on Ticket TV, which is brought to you in part by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call, 989-6322. Thrown in by the Hawks. Rentosa. Now here's the Crusaders trying to play in a cross, but it doesn't get beyond Garner. Hanging out at that front post. Goal kick played into the air. A battle for possession in the midfield. Herman trying to come out of there with it. Philbrook had it briefly, but taken away. Once again, the Crusaders going deep in the direction of the goal scorer. Hansen gets a shot off, and Garner up to the challenge.
That was a great lead-in pass.
Casper Hansen, another look at goal. He's working on a hat trick. 2 goals in less than 5 minutes. He scored at 38:08, just a minute 52 into the game, and then followed it up with another one at 33:20 remaining in the opening half. Carlisle continuing this run. Lewis trying to steer it back towards some teammates at the edge of the area. Monier runs onto it. Babs plays it deep, looking for a left-footed cross in. There it is, headed over and just over the crossbar. Newble with the attempt off a floating cross into the area.
Newbell reminds me of, is it Moritz Muller from a year ago?
Yeah.
He came in off the bench and was kind of instant offense. Big target for the Crusaders there. And he's had a couple of chances here since coming into the game.
About 9 minutes remaining in this first half. We'll send you off now to that other picture-in-picture break. Back with the commentary in just a few moments from the Pottle Sports Complex here at Herman High School.
Can you kick me that?
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Back here in Herman, about 7:15 and counting remaining in this first half with the John Babs Crusaders in front 2-0 on the back of 2 early goals from Casper Hansen. A minute 52 into the contest. And then just over 6 minutes, where are we? About 6:40 the time of his second goal in this one. That is where the scoreline has stuck since. Crusaders have had several opportunities to add to it, but a good job by the Hawks when it's needed most at the back.
Shots on goal are 10-1 in favor of John Baps, and they have controlled the game to that extent. The shot by Herman, not really a tester for Bodie Phillips, the junior goalie for John Baps, and Baps getting a lot of players involved, and it's very little long kicks. It's all, except to clear the defensive end, it's all with an idea of being part of a play.
Yeah, very deliberate passing out there by the Crusaders. Something else we were talking about during the break is you take a look when they take shots, more so from outside the box, when a little distance behind it. And what's the old saying? Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern. And
is a play, yeah.
You were picking up on something with the Crusaders there as they're peppering the goal.
It's a way to ensure that you don't just blast it over the top of the goal and it never has a chance to go in. A lot of times these shots are designed to bounce right in front of the goalie, so they have to short hop it. It makes it hard to control, but it also makes for more opportunity for a rebound or a mistake or a mishandle or something along those lines. It makes it much more possible that something positive can result from those kind of shots.
Crusaders back on the ball here in the midfield. Carlisle just feeling his way into space. Lewis blasts one off the side of the head of Nathan Philbrick. Down to 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Crusaders again down that far sideline. Right-footed cross in. Ooh. Dangerous delivery and dealt with there by Hart. Not out of the dangerous area, though. And Garner has to go sprawling across the turf to collect.
Yeah, good alert play there by Garner as the ball was tipped toward the goal, actually, by a Herman defender.
Lewis almost able to get a toe to it.
Yeah. Garner recognized it quickly. Wasn't surprised by it at all and went down and got it. Prevent another threat for the Crusaders.
John Baps recycles the possession through their back line. Now into the midfield as Tunney tries to turn up, has it taken away by the Hawks, played forward. Kelly trying to get around Phillips at the back, he does. Phillips scrambling to get back into position. Kelly out wide, the cross, more of a shot in and dealt with by Phillips as he snares it head high.
Yeah, Phillips had just enough help there. One defender getting down. Connor Kelly won the race to the ball, but not in a position where he could take an immediate shot. Had to go get it, and that allowed Phillips enough time to race back into the goal crease and be prepared to make the save.
Carlisle trying to play a ball into the midfield, intercepted there by the Hawks. John Baps right back on it as DeRozier brings it in. A long shot from distance comes fizzing in, and Garner again having to leave his feet.
Tell you what, they put their shots on goal. I mean, nothing over the net. I don't think maybe they've had more than one that went over the crossbar here in the first half. That's something you see a lot in most games. Dangerous.
Wigan trying to bring the ball forward for the Hawks. Kelly comes back to get a touch on it, but the Crusaders scramble to the loose ball and have it off the pitch. Once again, the Crusaders down in front of their own bench. Tunney trying to turn on goal, taken away. A whistle in, and going in the other direction is this move. 2:35 and counting here in the first half. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Old Town Redemption Center, the original Redemption Center of Old Town for 30 years. Family owned and operated. Open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. We're also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. Corner coming up again for the Crusaders. They've had plenty of opportunities here in the first half. They did score from one of them, though not directly, as it was taken short and then played back to Lewis, who delivered the cross.
Yeah, it wasn't directly off the corner kick, but it had the same movements, sharp angled shot into the crease, went to the back post, and that was when Hansen scored his second goal.
Here's a left-footed delivery this time, played in and met by a Crusader at the back. He gets around one defender, passing it off to a teammate who wasn't quite at the spot. Herman trying to knock it out of the zone. They've yet to do so. And now the Crusader is able to scramble and keep the possession along the far side of the field. Across the way, here's Carlisle in space, taking aim for the top corner. And what can you say about that goal other than simply perfect from Patrick Carlisle?
Yeah, just a lot of sustained pressure, essentially crossed the field, switched fields with the ball, and that allowed Carlisle to have the ball in space, time to line up the shot, and just a perfect shot inside the far post and just under the crossbar.
Patrick Carlisle makes it 3-0 Babst with 76 seconds remaining in the opening half. You saw the reaction from Mr. Carlisle as well on that one. Might have surprised himself with just how much movement he got on that ball as it kept bending and bending and bending and found its way perfectly into that upper left corner.
Yeah, you won't get many better shots than that because the bending, it bent away from the goalie and essentially wound up in a place where nobody could get to it, up in that top far corner.
Well, the Crusaders have been on the hunt for that goal for about the last 30 minutes. They finally find it and now lead the contest 3-0 with 35 seconds remaining in the first half. See if Herman can get an answer before the break. Played over the top by Philbrook. Down by Hart. Hart and Wigan in the box. The Crusaders will thump it out towards the concession stand.
No assist on that goal, but you could credit 5 or 6 different Crusaders for having a hand in it by.
Oh my goodness! That one goes flying in, potentially towards the opposite corner at the other end. A timely header out by the Crusaders, and the whistle on the first half. But if we can get another look, let's see it.
I don't think it was going in, but let's see.
There's the shot, probably going
well,
it was
it's
close.
It's going to be very close.
It was close, and that's why the Crusaders threw a skull at it at the back post.
Give them credit for that.
3-0 as we reach the intermission tonight in Herman. The Crusaders in front of the Hawks here on Ticket TV. Our coverage brought to you in part by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer. Proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. We're also brought to you by Orono and Calais IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orono IGA and Calais IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orono and Calais IGAs are hometown proud. Don't go anywhere. The halftime show comes your way next. All kinds of highlights and stats to get you caught up on between the Crusaders and the Hawks at the break on Ticket TV.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Welcome back to Herman High School. The John Babs Crusaders leading the Hawks by a scoreline of 3-0 at the break here in boys Class B soccer. Fall season just getting underway here on Ticket TV. We'll get you a look at the broadcast schedule coming up here during our halftime show. It is presented by the Furniture Gallery, a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Wyndham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home from great brands like Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery. Let's get the half going with a look at our fan cam presented by University of Maine. Ernie, I'm going to assume that the fine fans here at the Apollo Sports Complex are being shown. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties up here in the booth.
There they are.
Presented by UMaine Athletics. University of Maine Athletics. It is football season. Tough result for the Black Bears Saturday in Orono. If you want tickets to home games, visit goblackbears.com. Go Blue. All right, with the fan cam behind us, time for the first half highlights presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get loot and get sold. Take a look at a lot of attacking highlights here for the Crusaders in the first half.
Yeah, here's Casper Hansen on the left wing. He's going to go all the way to the end line, and then with a nice fake dribble, fake like he was coming back inside toward the field, and went back to the end line, and then took a very sharp-angled shot that got in the goal for the first one of the match. Has Cooper Lewis sending the ball to the far post, and Hansen, that time, there was a defender right there with him, but he won that battle for possession long enough to one-time it into the net just inside that far post. And it's 2-0, and we are just over 7 minutes into the contest, just over 6 minutes into the contest, excuse me.
Yeah, 38-08, Hansen scoring just a minute 52 into the game. Followed that up with one at the 6:40 mark of the first half, 33-20. Then the team settled into it for a bit. We were scoreless there for the next 32-40 or so, but the Crusaders never stopped that attacking mindset. They were peppering.
Yeah, they were. Goal. I mean, they finished the half with a 13-3 advantage in shots on goal, and at that point, it was 13-1 at one point there. And, finally, Patrick Carlisle with a blast from, what would you say, 35 yards?
Oh, yeah.
Is well out there on the field, and it was on the right wing, not deep on the right wing, but along the right wing, and shot it and curved it just under the crossbar and just inside the far goalpost. Just a beautiful shot there to make it 3-0.
So you said the shots on goal slanted certainly one way in favor of the Crusaders. What are some other numbers from the first half?
Yeah, shots on goal, John Babs 13, Herman 3, saves 10 for Reed Garner of Herman, 2 for Bodie Phillips of John Babs, and then there was the one that was headed at the very end of the half, headed off by a Babs defender to prevent from possibly going in. And corner kicks John Babs 5 and Herman 1, and the score, of course, 3-0.
That halftime recap brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. For great food, great drinks, great vibes. And for takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green, sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Let's take a quick look at the upcoming broadcast schedule the rest of the week. A busy week on Ticket TV. And I say that realizing that we're looking at a dark screen, so I'm going off memory at the moment, Ernie. That can be a scary thing. Tomorrow night, I believe we're over at Cameron Stadium for some soccer, Bangor and Brewer style.
It's boys soccer there. The Witches visit the Rams. I think we have Wednesday night.
Wednesday night is off
right?
on Ticket TV.
Okay.
That indeed. Maybe if producer Max could start whispering in my
Thursday
ear to let me know what's happening. Best at Herman Girls Soccer, right back here at the Pottle Sports Complex. Battle of the Undefeateds coming up, right? On the gridiron?
No, I think Nokomis actually.
Now
I think about it, I thought it was Herman and Brewer before I looked at the schedule, but it's actually Nokomis at Brewer. Nokomis lost to Wells during week 1 and then won last weekend. And Brewer's 2-0 with wins over Belfast, and then last Friday night they knocked off the Hamden Academy Broncos 22-16. So Brewer has already surpassed its win total from a year ago with a second win, and going to ride into that game on Friday with some nice momentum.
From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service, find it at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the second half kick between the Hawks and the Crusaders on Ticket TV.
Well, hopefully
Welcome back to Herman here for the start of the second half. We are just about 20 seconds away from it with the teams back out there on the pitch. Crusaders making their way out to join the Hawks, and John Bapst in front by a 3-0 scoreline. Casper Hansen with a pair of first half goals. Patrick Carlisle adding the third 76 seconds before we went to break. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or watching, football and soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Also brought to you by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. The teams have flipped ends of the pitch. It's Bapst attacking right to left in this second half. Rentosa with an early touch on that possession, but Herman with the takeaway, trying to feed it up towards Kelly. Kelly was the point person in the first half for the attacks and the runs that the Hawks would send down that way.
Yeah, John Bapt's done a real nice job, largely speaking. They've been counterattacked a couple of times to set up opportunities for Herman, but not much sustained offense in the offensive end for Herman.
Played up pitch. Here's Kelly using the width of the pitch this time, trying to go across it before turning it up north to south. He gets spilled. The Crusaders come away with possession of the ball.
They take a time stop when they get into the forward half of midfield, and that allows them to establish themselves in the offensive end, and then they go from there.
Herman forced to deal with that one at the back line, and they just have to play it out for a throw, taken very quickly by the Crusaders. Here's Rentosa in space, running onto it, a shot from distance. It was wide all the way as Garner watches it smack off the fencing around the field here.
It's really one of the rare shots that hasn't had a chance to go in.
Yeah, it was never online. Kept in play by Herman at the back, and they'll boot it up the sideline to save about 25 yards of field positioning. Crusaders play this one through the backs. Now with Rentosa as he spins around Meserve, and I believe Meserve is going to get called here for the whistle.
Just a bit of a push. I didn't call him fairly tightly today, but there's a consistency about it that leaves players on both teams kind of knowing what's happening, which is all you can ask for.
DeRozier here standing over the free kick. Played into the area. Catches a Herman Hawk. And Herman comes sprinting up the sideline. Scripture plays it ahead. Wigan trying to get through a couple defenders. But the Crusaders wise to it. Swept out of play.
Yeah, Lane York with a header to clear that ball out of the defensive end for the Hawks.
Intercepted off the throw that time by John Babst. Rentosa coming up the middle, trying to pick out a weighted pass, but it's intercepted.
So Andrew Meserve, number 6.
Step through and a takeaway. Once more there for the Crusaders.
I don't see a ton of dribbling by the John Babs players. They take a dribble or two and then they try to get rid of it. Keep the defense moving.
Be a throw here for the Crusaders, taken by Gavin Rogers. DeRozier off to Rentosa. Rentosa trying to turn around his defenders and gets shoved to the turf. Meserve was called for one shove. Now he's got to go talk to the referee after this latest violation.
That's pretty good job by Rentosa to kind of create that situation. He
kind of winding his body, contorting it in front of the much larger Herman defender.
Giving up quite a bit of size there and felt the contact and capitalized on the combination to get that whistle.
Lewis gets closed down and looks like he was trying to measure up a shot from long distance. A battle for possession as Herman comes away with it and boots it back up towards the midfield.
Again, both these teams fielding young rosters. Herman has a veteran team, but they don't start too many seniors. 8 seniors, but just 4 of them started. And for John Babs, just 3 seniors and only 2 of them started. So pretty good skills for the underclassmen.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007. Now with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman and on Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Coverage also brought to you by AM Construction and Roofing. Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction and Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save up to $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for a free quote. And at Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer, they can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. Monday Night Football doubleheader beginning right now on the ticket. 2 games tonight at 7 and 10. You got the Buccaneers at the Texans kicking off right now. Tampa Bay coming off a Week 1 victory over Atlanta thanks to a Young-Ho Koo missed field goal as time expired. And on the other side of things, Houston coming off a Week 1 loss to the Rams where they were held to single digits offensively. So, C.J. Stroud and company will be looking to get things cooking tonight against a little softer Buccaneers defense. That's the first game. And then the second one, a battle of 2 1-0 teams. The Raiders playing their first home game of the 2025 season after a Week 1 victory over the Patriots. They're hosting Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers coming off that Friday night victory in Brazil over the Chiefs.
Oh!
Chance at the back for Herman, but Kelly just couldn't bring it under his control as the pass came flying in from his right.
I think that was Wigan on the pass. Nice play, and Kelly sprinting toward the goal, the open space, but there was a defender behind him that gave just enough of a problem where the ball got away, and the shot was untaken.
After tonight, rest of the week looks like this on 92.9 The Ticket. You got the Red Sox and the A's opening up a 3-game series tomorrow night, and they're back to those earlier start times that they were featuring in the early season. 6:45 here in the month of September for a couple of home series. So Tuesday and Wednesday cut into the drive a little bit there at 5:45. And then on Thursday, it's a 1:35 first pitch, so the drive will follow that contest, as will Thursday night football between the Dolphins and the Bills.
Ooh.
AFC East clash to get Week 3 underway. And what do you think? That one is however many points Josh Allen and James Cook want to score that night?
And that could be pretty ugly. Although I say that, I mean, I guess while all Patriots fans are happy that they won.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of
as
yesterday.
bad as Miami played.
I don't know what to make of yesterday.
They were about 6 inches from taking the lead there late in the game on that long play.
They were a Devon Achane big toe away from winning it there on the final drive.
Patriots host the Steelers.
And that's another one that this time a week ago felt very different than it does today, with Pittsburgh coming off a 14-point home loss to Seattle. Aaron Rodgers throwing a couple of picks. Not exactly the same guy that showed up in week 1 for Mike Tomlin.
There'll be a lot of mediocrity bowls this year, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Of course, on the other side of Pittsburgh, the Pats have Carolina coming to town, so early season football, it's all about the feel-out process unless you're one of like 3 actually good teams.
But in terms of the Patriots, where you're just trying to make some forward steps, you know, right now they're 1-1. They're at 500. And not too many people can really complain about the bottom line there. Free kick for Herman here.
40 yards out from goal, about 20 from the attacking area, played over the top.
Oh.
Herman floats one, and that is behind the goal through the football uprights and out of play.
It's a good initial kick, though, to send it down and get it to a teammate. He was trying to serve it in for a teammate rather than take a shot off that pass.
10 minutes off the clock here in the second half. Score still where it was at the break, 3-0 in favor of the Crusaders. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Hillside Athletics. They're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. And the Fitch Company is where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, drafters, designers. They're all ready to meet varied engineering projects and handle those challenges. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Played across the back line by the Crusaders. Knocked forward here and giving chase is Wiggin. Wiggin trying to get around his defender. He does so into the box, still with the run. Played across and met by the Crusaders. Cleared upfield. And there's Hansen, scorer of 2 goals in the first half, jumping onto the ball and now chasing after it for the Crusaders.
Good job by John Babs of blocking that centering pass and not having it go out of bounds off the end line for a corner kick.
Ooh, coming
That's a
off
shot
onto the concrete, yeah.
Right through the door. That's a heck of a target.
Slip and a spill there for Herman Hawk, but right back onto his feet is Mac Bateman. Herman with possession in the midfield, trying to play it forward and get over the top of that John Babs defense, but played down by the Crusaders. Here's Rentosa in the midfield. Rentosa, a spin, feeding a teammate.
Call that a spinorama during the basketball tournament.
Showing off.
You're not
a
supposed to
few
be able
moves.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We got the call coming from Rick Sinclair behind us.
He knows a travel when he sees one. It's good. It's allowed like 2 games a year.
Knocked ahead here by Babst. Played down by Herman. Kelly was trying to size up a run. Meserve trying to get it out of the sky. "13 minutes off the clock here in the second half. A reminder to start your weekdays the right way with the morning roast. Weekdays 6 to 8 a.m. on 92.9 The Ticket. And the drive brings you home in the afternoons, 4 to 6, except for instances like, well, the next 3 days.
Like,
when it's
like when the A's
4 to 5:40, and then
town.
probably 4:45 to 6 or so on Thursday.
I thought you were going to say the roast is the right way to start your day, and the drive is the wrong way to end it.
We'll bring you home.
Yeah, we will.
Bateman, as the Hawks try to play their way up the pitch. Crusaders giving chase along the far sideline. That one goes out for a Herman throw. Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales is the home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. We're also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty. For all your plumbing needs, it's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. And the Farmer's Table has home-style cooking, just like Mom makes it, at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna.
See John Babs armed with a 3-goal lead, not devoting as many players to the offensive end. We got another player or two back into the midfield on defense. Oh, here we go.
Here's a move for the Crusaders, trying to chase it down.
That's Hanson.
Hanson, who's working on a hat trick, leaves it off.
Good defense.
Team defense there for the Hawks. I think it was Wigan with the final touch that pokes the ball out of play and will lead to a John Babs throw.
That was Lane York again,
Was
number
it
4,
Lane
doing
down
most
there?
of the man-to-man defense against Hanson to deny him an alley to go to the net. First corner of the second half.
Couple substitutions here for the Crusaders before they take this corner, and actually first player who is over there in the corner to take it will be making his way off the pitch, so Rentosa takes his spot.
I don't have a shot on goal for either team here in the second 20 minutes so far, at least the first 15 and a half of it.
And here comes the entry from Rentosa over the head of Garner. Still loose in the box. Babs plays it through and just wide beyond the left post. Garner tried to dive almost the entire width of the goal to keep that one out, but
is that Backman again?
It's ticketed wide. It was
Jack Backman, number 16, junior.
It was tough to tell.
Yeah, ball came out just far enough, so he actually had some space to get off a shot. And grounded it just wide to the near post.
Crusaders bring it back into play. Nearly halfway through this second half. Reminder coming up after the game. Post-game highlights, numbers from the contest, as well as a look ahead to the rest of a busy week on Ticket TV. The first of 7 contests for our crew tonight in Herman.
It's always 7 days in a week, isn't there?
Yeah, we're packing them in this week.
A triple header on Saturday. The shot sails wide.
That certainly ups the numbers.
We're back here Thursday night for the Herman Babs girls soccer game, and then on Friday we won't be here, and neither will the Herman football team. They were heading to Rockland to play Oceanside, trying to keep their winning ways going. Oceanside fell to Foxcroft last week.
Dream start on the gridiron for these Hawks, huh? After first 2 victories to open the year.
Oh, boy, yeah, that's a tremendous start in a very, very difficult Class C division with 13 teams from around the state, including at least 4 that were regional or state champions last year.
Knowlton Automotive is a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. They provide guaranteed service at a fair price. 3297 in Broadway in Kenduskeag or at knowltonautomotive.net. Ticket TV also brought to you by American Made Home Goods. Stop by AMHG Works at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor, located in the Rennie's Plaza, and explore their incredible selection of USA-made products. AMHG Works, where American made matters. Back Alley Bar and Grill has you covered. If you're hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center. The Back Alley, where good times roll, and so do the bowling balls. Find them at 15 Hilder Street in Bangor, online at thebackalley.com. C.J. Stroud with an early strike for the Texans in front 7-0 over the Bucks on Monday Night Football, as that one is played wide by the Hawks. Though it appears to have taken a deflection along the way. Herman running to the corner.
And they're going to get the corner.
Chance here for the Hawks. 21 minutes remaining in the contest.
Second corner of the game for Herman.
Played in, right-footed delivery. Winds up in the back of the net. And Herman's on the board.
I can't see who the number there.
Yeah,
I can see him over there.
Technical difficulties in the booth,
2037.
so we don't have our monitor up here to see another look at it. But yeah,
Does that have to be touched?
I thought so. I thought it has to.
Well, they're taking
be
a goal
along the way. Yeah,
well,
it's a goal kick in
it's
the
a goal
back.
kick.
So
Yeah, there you
not
go.
a goal for the Herman Hawks, as that was not touched in its way through from the corner delivery and into the back of the net. 3-0 is where the score remains with 20 minutes to play here in Herman.
It's too good.
Too perfect off the corner. Curled right in to the upper 90. Unfortunately for the Hawks, a highlight that doesn't end up counting.
Some good pressure, though, continues as Herman now with a corner kick from the other side of the field. Second and third corner kicks of the game. It's Wiggin.
Played in by Wiggin into the area. Takes a deflection, and that one is skied through the uprights as a groan comes from the home fans.
Sometimes that's as much a matter of just accuracy rather than volume on that. And they kick it too high, and it tends to bring the foot up, and that's when the ball flies over the top of the net.
So 3-0 is where the score remains here on Ticket TV, brought to you by RT Electrical. From new construction to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trabeau is licensed and fully insured. Master electrician ready to take on residential and commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers. Like RT Electrical on Facebook or call 694-1564 today. Our coverage also brought to you by Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years. For general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters, find them at 942-4554 or stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. Crusader ball along the far sideline. A quick throw. A whistle down there on the pitch. And players headed the other way. Got another picture-in-picture break that we have to send you off to here. We'll be back with the commentary in just a couple of moments on Ticket TV.
Now open. Darlings Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Back here in Herman, the Crusaders on top of the Hawks 3-0, just inside of 16 minutes remaining in this Class B boys soccer match. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule, starting off with the visitors for the Crusaders. Trying to finish up their third win in 3 tries to begin the year.
Yeah, they've got a long break here between the 15th, which is this evening, and the 25th, which is their next match against MDI, and then 2 days after that they are playing the rematch against Herman on the 27th.
That's what's coming up for the Crusaders. Here's a look at the Hawks schedule, and
those may be 6 o'clock starts, by the way, on John Babb's schedule. Here's the Herman schedule. They're right back at it in 2 days. They head down to the island to take on MDI, 6 o'clock start, and then Saturday they are at Presque Isle. 2 o'clock start. Presque Isle, the number 2 team in Class B North through 3 games. They are also undefeated. If I stats, to find the right piece of paper here, I wrote down the heel points. Yeah, Presque Isle 3-0, off to a 3-0 start.
Now look at the standings, brought to you by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Levesque Business Solutions, 942-2226. Schedules, I should say, not standings.
Seems to be a little strange on the John Babb side to have a 10-day break.
Yeah.
This early in the season, you got to get 14 or 16 games in, and you got to do it by the middle of October, basically. So, got about a month to get the remaining ones in, and they got 10 days off to start. So, good opportunity to practice. Kind of watch the film on what you've seen over the first, well, it would be 3 games in the case of John Babb's, and see what adjustments you need to make. Although the way Babb's have been playing here, still unscored upon, wouldn't think you need too many adjustments.
Yeah, just keeping the legs fresh.
Yeah, can't give up fewer than 0 goals.
It's a battle for possession along the far sideline in front of some of the away fans.
See Babb's just using the short passing game and kind of working on the clock in the middle of the field. Good control. Finally, they move it into the forward area.
Crusaders just playing keep away right now.
They really are.
The Hawks got a touch to it, but only to knock it out of play.
He took a half minute off the clock right there, maybe 45 seconds.
13 minutes remaining tonight in Herman. Texans and the Bucks each trading a score on their opening possession, a touchdown for a touchdown. Houston down the field, C.J. Stroud with a passing score to put the Texans on top. Baker Mayfield responds with a 20-yard strike. And that contest tied at 7, just beyond halfway through the first quarter, 7-12 remaining in that opening period. Chance for Herman to run after that ball, poked out of play, and a hawk throw coming from deep in their attacking end. It's been a minute since Herman's been down at this end of the pitch. It'll be Bateman to throw it back in. And now Bateman will hand the ball off. Lane York been doing a lot of work down at the other end of the pitch. Now the throw here bounces right into the middle of the box. No blue shirts home, though, and cleared up the pitch by the Crusaders. Want to look and feel your best? At Mainstay Skincare, Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare, where the science of beauty is perfected.
Some pretty tenacious play there by Cooper Lewis of John Bapps over on that far side. First, he just uses aggressiveness to gain possession of the ball and then forced a trip, and now a restart for the Crusaders from about 25 yards out, and they opt for the short pass.
There's a shot put through the uprights. Just a little too tall on that effort with 11 minutes remaining.
Cooper Lewis is one of the veterans I remember most from the team a year ago. Made it to the state final before they lost to Greeley.
Message coming through from Jim Churchill that starting on September 27th, John Bapps will be using the new soccer stadium at UMaine.
Really?
They're putting the finishing touches on. Home games at Mahaney up until that point.
I saw a picture of the turf there with the black bear in the middle last couple of days.
Yep. Here comes Herman. They haven't let up, still looking for a goal.
Oh, no, they played hard.
Even if nothing more than consolation. But, yeah, the 2 draws to open the season, and while the scoreline wouldn't necessarily paint that picture, this has been a tough battle for from the Hawks side.
Yeah, John Bapps got out to that early lead. It just made it tough, but Herman has played competitively right through it.
And 2 goals in the opening 6 minutes, a tough thing to come back from in the sport of soccer.
It does show you the explosiveness of John Bapps, though, in terms of their ability to generate offense. Same guy scored it, but it really is an offense. It's a team effort with it because there's so much short passing on the part of the Crusaders. Set up teammates, and they go pretty deep. I mean, they've been subbing a lot here in the second half and did so as well in the first half.
Going 2, 3, 4 subs at a time. This cross played in, a chance for the Crusaders, and that one lifted over the crossbar as well.
36.
That would have been Gage Rogers.
Gavin
Rogers chasing after it.
Everything I said about him in the first half is not coming true in the second half in terms of keeping the shots down and on goal, but you can take some chances, I suppose, if you get a 3-goal lead.
If you're looking for trucks or heavy equipment, Hilders Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers to bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators, buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit HildersStreetAuto.com today. Coverage also brought to you by Maniac and Sniff and Snack. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser. Maniac, Snack Shack, and Sniff and Snack, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. And from Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop in at 878 Sweet Bee, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor to pile on the fun with froyo and ice cream and all your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win.
I wonder if they got that new turf up there specifically for soccer at UMaine, if they'd ever think about bringing men's soccer back.
Yeah, it's
been quite a while, and it's quite an investment.
Yeah, been a while. Probably 2 decades at this point since the program got shut down there at the end of the 2000s.
It's a big sport in the conference in America East. Vermont.
Vermont's the reigning national champion. Something like 13th right now in the country. They opened as the number 1 team and have kind of played a murderer's row, I think, to begin the year, non-conference opponents.
Yeah, people want to play them now. They didn't want to travel before.
There's a throw by the Crusaders, almost leading to an opportunity. Strong challenge there, shoulder to shoulder, and Herman will win a free kick as a result.
I mean, I know there's a finite amount of cash for everything at the university level, but they've spent the money. Try to make the most out of it.
Offsides the call there against Herman with 7 minutes remaining in the contest. For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. Here comes a long run up the far sideline by Hart. Slams on the brakes in front of the John Bapps bench and then caught by a double team. He spins out of there, tries to continue the run towards the corner. Herman able to play it into the middle of the box, but the Crusaders sweep it out.
Yeah, they had plenty of defenders back there. 7 guys back and 3 of them right along the line in front of the goalie.
Crusaders charging up through the middle. Herman just kind of formed a wall there to stop that move. Down to 6 minutes remaining tonight at the Pottle Sports Complex. If you've got a craving, Sweet Cheeks 24-hour bakery has you covered. Open in Holden, Verona Island, Ellsworth, and their newest location in Newport. Plus coming soon to Bucksport. From cookies to cupcakes, pies to pastries, your favorites are always ready. Visit sweetcheeksbakes.com or find them on Facebook. Speaking of Bucksport, our coverage also brought to you by the Bucksport Hannaford. Support your local student athletes this fall with Bucksport Hannaford. Proud to cheer on your community's teams and help make their season a success. Hannaford, proud to be part of our community.
Going to this AI thing on my phone, last year for University of Maine, men's soccer team as a varsity sport was 2008.
Yeah.
There's a club soccer team there now.
Is there?
But it's part of the campus recreation program.
Played deep into the area and snagged out of the air by Garner. Inside the final 5 here tonight in Herman. We got to get you to one more picture-in-picture break, and we will do that right now. Back to finish out this contest on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is
back here in Herman for the final 3:45 of this contest between the Hawks and the Crusaders on Ticket TV. John Bapps putting the finishing touches on what will be a 3rd win in a row to open the season. That one taken from distance and through the uprights into the night sky. Should I say on the bounce instead of in a row? Use the soccer terminology.
Sure. Go right ahead.
3:15 remaining here tonight in Herman. Our coverage brought to you in part by Mainly Audio. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Audio. Visit us at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth. Call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just fuzzy dice.
Just going back to UMaine soccer for a minute and not having a men's soccer team. All those schools have somewhat limited resources. Take Vermont, they have no football.
Phillips booting that one from the edge of the box with a Hawk running down on him. This one back into the area, and offsides is the call on Kelly, who is hanging out, still down there. Phillips off the turf with about 2.5 remaining.
Vermont doesn't have any baseball either, right?
No.
They dropped both of those a long time ago. So they can put their money into other sports. In their case, soccer is one of them.
Yep. Men's soccer. I believe they have a ski team as well, the Catamounts.
Coach is a UMaine graduate.
Yeah.
Soccer coach.
We had him on the show a couple of days, actually, I think the day after winning the national championship last year, and he was a part of one of the final classes to play at the University of Maine before the program was shut down.
Of course, Scott Atherley, the women's coach at Maine, used to be the men's coach. And one of the at Maine, and then one of the starter for the Vermont soccer team last year was from Kennebunk, I believe.
Yeah, from down south.
He's a good basketball player too.
Dipping into the Pine Tree pipeline since nowhere to go for the players in state.
In terms of soccer, if you're good enough to play Division I, that New Hampshire is probably the closest places to go outside of Boston.
Herman still trying to get one before this is through. Here's an opportunity, and a shot from distance is blocked down. Cleared away by the Baps back line. Hart still out there, as well as several starters for the Hawks.
Yeah, Hawks would love to get on the scoreboard, and I'm sure just as much Baps would like to keep them off and preserve its scoreless streak.
Yeah, Bodie Phillips hoping those final 40 seconds tick off so he can get a clean sheet out of it. Crusaders bringing the ball down towards the corner. Played out to the edge of the area. John Baps with an opportunity here. Can they get a shot away? First opportunity is blocked. Second one played back. Cleared away. Third one from way downtown is wide of the mark. And we're inside the final 10 seconds as Garner goes walking after the loose ball. That is how this one will come to a finish tonight in Herman. The Crusaders used 3 first-half goals to power their way to a 3-0 victory over the Herman Hawks on Ticket TV. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show's coming your way next, right after this timeout on Ticket TV.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Back here in Herman, putting the finishing touches on this broadcast of a 3-0 victory for the John Babs Crusaders over the Herman Hawks. John Babs improving to 3-0 on the season, while the Hawks suffer their first defeat, falling to 0-1-2. We welcome you into the McDonald's postgame show on Ticket TV. Extra value meals are back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or just can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer to find offers you won't want to miss. Let's get into the post-game highlights presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Didn't take long for John Babs to get on the board. Here's Casper Hansen taking the feed and going down the left wing. Watch this move here. Oops. Fakes one way, goes back to the baseline, then a sharp angled shot past Reed Garner, and John Babs has a 1-0 lead. Here's one of Herman's better bids, that by Connor Kelly, but couldn't get enough on it. Here's Cooper Lewis to the far post, and that is Hansen able to get on the ball in the air and redirect it into the goal, make it 2-0. Nice save there by Garner. Here's Hansen again, that time Garner at the near post to make the save. There's Garner again going to the ground and coming up with it. Oh, look at that shot there. Patrick Carlisle Jr. I don't think he thought it was going in for sure, but it curled
Surprised
right in.
himself a little bit.
Perfectly under the crossbar and inside the far post. There's a save on a header by John Babs. And there's this Kelly being sent in by Carter Wiggin, but the ball just too far ahead of Kelly, and Bodie Phillips able to make the save. That one a direct shot into the goal off the corner kick. Doesn't count. Looked good, but didn't count. And John Babs maintains the 3-0 victory, their third consecutive shutout in as many games, in as many victories so far this season.
Time now for the game recap. We've given you the goal scorers. We've told you when they happened. Ernie's got the rest of the numbers from this Crusader victory.
Yeah, final total on shots on goal were 15 for John Babs and 3 for Herman. Not many shots on goal by either team after intermission. Saves are 12 for Reed Garner of Herman, 2 for Bodie Phillips from John Babs, and the other third save was that header saved by one of the defenders. Didn't get a number on him, but 3 saves total for the Crusaders in net to preserve that shutout. And total corner kicks, 6 for John Babs and 3 for the Herman Hawks.
Game recap brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 and visit unos.com. Time now to award our play of the game, and we're dialing it back to that third and final goal scored. Patrick Carlisle, take another look.
Yeah, here he is, gaining possession just to the right of goal as he looks at it. Gets down on it, gets a shot up, keeps it low enough so it has a chance to go in. Just kept curving, and good stretch there by Garner, but just too good a shot there as it curled again under the crossbar and inside that far post for the final goal of the game by Patrick Carlisle.
That play of the game presented by Quirk Auto Group. And from the play, we go to the player of tonight's contest. That would be the man who scored the first 2 goals for the Crusaders, Casper Hansen.
Yeah, this one in particular, this first goal, gets a pass, looks like by Rentosa, a lead pass, and calmly carries it down to the corner. There's pressure on Hansen, but he gets by the first guy. Watch this move. He fakes like he's going to his right and comes back to the left where the ball was, and then was able to advance closer to the goal, scored on a sharp angle shot that Garner couldn't get to. And here is Hansen again. Don't know how much he got on it. It looked like number 11 for Herman got a piece of it as well, Chase Jensen, but he's credited Hansen as with the goal, 2 goals for him, and less than 7 minutes into the game, John Babs had a comfortable 2-0 lead, and they maintained it the rest of the way.
Player of the game presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Our coverage tonight presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. Also presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. A look now at live events coming up the rest of the week on 92.9 The Ticket. Monday Night Football, a doubleheader to wrap up Week 2. Bucks and Texans are underway. Houston leading that game 10-7 about 3 minutes into the second quarter. Both teams traded touchdowns on their opening possessions. Chargers at the Raiders, a battle of 1-0 squads up next to round it out. Red Sox open up a series against the A's tomorrow at Fenway. 6:45 first pitches Tuesday and Wednesday. That means pregame at 5:45. Thursday, they play in the afternoon, 12:35 the pre, 1:35 the first pitch. And then Week 3 in the NFL kicks off with coverage beginning at 7:30 of Thursday Night Football. AFC East battle between the Dolphins and the Bills. Tonight's coverage has been presented by Northeast Driving School, a leader in driver training since 1969. Register today for driver's ed courses at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Select your course at northeastdrivingschool.com. And we're presented by Eastern Maine Community College. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Let's take a look at the broadcast schedule the rest of the week on Ticket TV. The beginning of a busy week on Ticket TV. We're at Cameron Stadium tomorrow night for boys soccer between the Rams and the Witches at 6. And then we're right back here in Herman on Thursday as the Crusaders and Hawks square off in girls soccer. 6 o'clock once again, the start time of that broadcast. Friday night football takes us to Brewer, where the Witches play host to the Nokomis Warriors. Kickoff at 7. There you see the first of 3 games coming up on Saturday on the pitch. Girls soccer between the Rams and Camden Hills Windjammers at 2:30. And then it's off to Old Town for a doubleheader from Victory Field between the Coyotes and the Ellsworth Eagles beginning at 5.
And that first game Saturday between Bangor and Camden Hills on the girls' side is a rematch of the 2024 Class A North Championship game won by Bangor en route to the state crown.
Only thing left to do tonight is give credit to our crew, and it's a very small crew, so hopefully I can remember it through our technical difficulties here. We got Max Pottle directing and producing, whipping up the graphics as well. RJ Novio keeping him company in the truck, assistant director and running the scoreboard. Matthew Cunha, our camera crew of 1 tonight, and Ernie Clark joining me on the broadcast for the Crusaders' 3-0 victory over the Hawks from Pottle Field. That will do it for tonight's contest. Thank you for tuning in. This has been High School Soccer on Ticket TV. Until tomorrow night, I'm Mark Paulette saying so long for Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18-month special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Window.
High School Sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Town East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High School Sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.